Hey everybody, and happy Saturday. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. I'm your host, Callan Hale. Hope you are all doing well today. We're picking up right where we left off. We're going to go talk to Reed Thompson in the factory so we can get a passcode as well as continue along the main quest, which will probably lead us onto a few of our side quests. As always, if you're enjoying this, grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite snack, throw in those headphones, sit back, relax, and let's get into the action, shall we? And we're going to look and see if we can liberate any more items as we go along. Because, you know, the company has a lot of stuff that they probably don't need. Alright, Reed Thompson. There's the cannery. I think I jacked everything I could from here. Well, I liberated everything I could from here so far.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with recipe. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Apologies, I had to take a sip of my water here. You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Let's see. Uniform, what are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
I don't plan on staying long.
I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned, or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer.
What sort of help do you need?
The sort of work for which I cannot spare my own people. I am in the midst of a difficulty, the resolution of which requires a third party. You. There's an old botanical lab. Mostly abandoned now, but still eating up power from our plant. Power which our cannery sorely needs. I need you to go to the geothermal plant and reroute power from the botanical lab over to us. Simple as that.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Tell me what I need to do.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Oops. These workers left for a reason. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Companion. You have gained a companion. They are characters that join you on your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carry capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companion in the companion ledger. Now let's talk to Bavardi.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Alright. Let's check Bavardi. TNO makes the best gear for your friends and family. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions, their skills, stats, status, effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select an item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. We're gonna give Bavardi that. What's her armor? Tech skills. Ranged weapon skills. Increase engineering skill and provide it. Okay, so when I level up again, I believe.
Coming back. Heading back. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we
Talk.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures, Reed didn't exactly strike me as an honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How did you know the deserters? You worked with them, you were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Okay. Did you know this Adelaide? Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Okay, why are Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
I'm sure the Doors are very fun. I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay. I suppose it couldn't hurt to stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, let's go talk to the vicar. Cantina. I know I passed by it at one point. Ah, here they are. The town vicar's establishments.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
The vicar. Vicar Max.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to the Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it?
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never... I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'll need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the map to see where this collector's domicile is. Okay, that's the landing pad, landing site, die robot die. Okay, there's my 2 active quests. You said you were gonna mark it on my map, dude. Edgewater landing pad. Landing site. Alright, I do not see it on my map. So, interesting. Okay. Max says the collector's residence was part of a small community directly north of Edgewater. Just mark the location on your map. I probably gotta leave Edgewater for it to show up. Well, I think we'll make that our best. And let's go to the Emerald Vale. Shit. Increasing your leadership skills increases what they give. Okay. Fun times barrel. Alright. Light ammo, heavy ammo. Oh, nice, a mag pick. The collector's domicile is that way. I'll take the light ammo. Evicted. We'll check one more house.
No!
Whoops, wrong button.
What's the rest of them? Light pistol magnum. Big cartridge. Vending machine. My hacking skills still aren't up to snuff.
overhauled power helmet. 16 armor. Excuse me. I think this is where we're going to end this episode today. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And as always, please make sure to hydrate, medicate if you have to, eat some good food, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. And until next time, this is Callan Hale, signing off. Happy Saturday, everybody. I will see you all on Monday.